An update tonight on a story we first reported in May. What started as a local land fight over a Central Jersey farm has caught the attention and involvement of the Trump administration, which is upping the pressure on Cranberry Township officials to stop them from using eminent domain to acquire a family farm. As Ted Goldberg reports, the federal government has called its effort to protect the farm a national priority.
I think we do have some serious momentum on our side.
The federal government is now getting involved in the eminent domain dispute between Cranberry and the Henry family farm that's been family run for 175 years. Secretary of Agriculture Brooke Rollins recently sent a letter to Cranberry warning them that because the farm contains prime farmland soil, it has certain protections, and that Cranberry must fill out a specific form before they plan to seize the land and build affordable housing.
She did say when I first talked to her that this is not a federal issue, it's a local issue, but she could be able to make some phone calls, talk to some people who might be able to help.
The letter says, quote, advancing this project without complying with federal farmland protection requirements could place your township in violation of federal law. Depending on the outcome of our ongoing review, that could jeopardize the township's eligibility for future federal assistance.
The town's plan requires that they get the majority of their funding through federal dollars. To get that, they have to go to the USDA, fill out a form saying that their decision was basically wrong, that this isn't the best use farmland, it's actually to build housing. I don't believe that the USDA is going to agree that their view is wrong.
Cranberry's leaders, who declined comment on the story, have argued that they need to take this land for affordable housing to fulfill their Mount Laurel obligations, and that there aren't many other options for land. The Henry family, who has owned this land since before the Civil War, is suing to block the seizure.
We are challenging the taking as being arbitrary and capricious because there's other land available, including the 300 acres right across the street.
We're arguing, first of all, this would be a bad place for housing. They're talking about rezoning a small acre plot here in the middle of Warehouse District, which is all zoned light industry, office buildings. So it's just a bad place for people to be put.
Henry and his lawyer went to a township meeting last Thursday where the proposal was discussed.
I just want to start by reiterating what I said a few weeks ago. That situation we're faced with brings us no joy.
The plan is an insult to CHA and the citizens of Cranberry. It is an insult to me personally. You should be ashamed of yourself in the manner that it was developed.
After one member of the public spoke longer than allowed, the meeting ended.
Motion to adjourn. Can I get a motion to adjourn? Over my left. What? What do you think? So you're going to blame one person and not let anybody else speak.
The case is now making national headlines, sparking local fundraisers for Henry's defense that have raised more than $130,000.
Where this divided country, I think I found one issue everyone seems to be behind, which is stop the use of the power of eminent domain to take these farms.
It's Field of Dreams 2.0 from a bringing people together point of view.
On the surface, I'm not wild about using eminent domain to solve your affordable housing obligation.
Governor Phil Murphy chimed in on his Ask Governor Murphy show last week, finding common ground with the Henrys and the Trump administration.
I'd like to have it both ways in this one. Solve their affordable housing obligation without question in Cranberry and not pulling the rug out from under a family-owned farm.
The project isn't dead if it loses federal funding, but former Cranberry Mayor Jay Taylor says it'd be difficult to pick up the price tag locally.
If it gets bonded out, we're going to have residents that are going to have to move from the community. There's just no way they can afford the tax increases of the several $1,000s to bond for $32 million plus a $14.5 million interest and then the land cost.
Henry says he's turned down plenty of other offers over the past 30 years.
Most of the developers, for the most part, have been persistent but polite, I would say, or at least not overly assertive, whereas the town can come in here and just say, we're going to take your property if you don't agree to sell, and then we can maybe agree on a price.
Cranberry's plan would put 130 units of affordable housing here, replacing the cows and sheep that roam between the warehouses. In Cranberry, I'm Ted Goldberg, NJ Spotlight News.